why did I do this? And we need to figure out how many people I'm okay with killing. I think it's gonna land around 80-85K. Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new writing vlog. Last week's vlog actually just went up on my channel today. Today is Sunday and I took a break. I didn't write. When did I leave off? Did I leave that vlog off on Saturday or Sunday? I think it was a Saturday and I wrote like a little bit. So I thought maybe I was gonna like completely abandon this project and take a big break from it. But honestly, after half a day off, I felt better. And basically I've been brainstorming all day. Like I don't even know how many notes. Trying to figure out why I was stuck where it was. Like I had gotten to a point in the manuscript where I didn't know where I was going. And I was pantsing it and I kept saying that. But I've been pantsing pretty much this whole book and I've yet to like really get stuck like I am right now. So I was like, okay, if I'm this stuck, I think there's something wrong. I think that I've written myself into a corner that I need to get back out of. It's just like a different kind of feeling stuck. Like something didn't feel right. Like I had obviously gone down a wrong path and I needed to back up a little bit. So I started just basically kind of talking to myself on a piece of paper and being like, okay, why isn't this working? Could we try this? Let's figure this out. And I think I have figured some stuff out. I haven't actually outlined any of the chapters of what's going to happen, but I figured out why it wasn't working, if that makes sense. And I'm really glad that I figured this out because this means I'm gonna have to make a couple of minor changes to book one. And some of you have been asking me like, why are you writing the sequel to a book that's not even out yet? Mainly because I've never written a series before, I've never written a sequel before, and I was nervous about it. I was like, I don't really know what I'm doing, especially because I didn't outline this like as a series. I didn't know it was going to be a series when I was writing the first book. And so this is exactly why I'm trying to write the whole thing before publishing anything, because now I'm going to go back and change some stuff in book one. And if I had published book one when it was done, that would be set in stone and I would have to try and adapt the second book to fit that. And so now it's a little more malleable and I can go back and I can fix things as I need to. So yeah, last week we left off at 50,062 words, so that's our starting word count for this week. I've been writing at least 10,000 words every single week, so I'd really love to hit 60K this week. That's the goal. And I'm going to try to refrain from the desire to go make these changes now that I've figured some stuff out and just keep going, because not only am I gonna have to make some changes to book one, I'm gonna have to make some changes to the beginning of this book to make what I just figured out all fit, which is fine, but it's not something I want to work on while I'm doing the rough draft. That's something I'll, tackle after I finish this draft. I feel so much better figuring out what I just figured out. Now I'm gonna sit down and outline like actually what's gonna happen. Honestly, I might try to outline the rest of the book before I keep writing, because we've hit the part in the book where it's getting like really fast paced and it's going to be like a non-stop sequence of events that are like dependent on each other. So I kind of want to figure it all out before I keep writing, because I don't want to write myself into a corner like this again and then have to backtrack. I'm not like that much in a corner. I don't even think I'll have to delete more than like 200 words, but I got stuck because the thing that I thought I had figured out, or the direction I thought that I was going, I was heading in that direction and it wasn't working. So I just need to skew it like a little bit to the right. I don't know if this is making any sense at all, but basically I figured out how to fix it. I'm very, very happy. I really don't want to stop in the middle of this draft. I really want to get a complete version of this draft, no matter how like draft 0-esque it is. I just want to finish a draft of this sequel. So it's 11 o'clock right now. I'm gonna keep working on outlining and planning and stuff, and then maybe we'll do some writing sprints this afternoon. So welcome to the zequel rough draft diaries. I think this is, holy crap, week 6. This is the 6th vlog I've made. That's crazy. I don't even think I'm that behind on my word count now with the break day, because I had so many good days where I wrote over my goal. Even with not writing a ton yesterday, I still only have to write 1,500 words a day to finish on time. So we're on schedule, we're on track. Hopefully we can just knock out the end of this book. And also I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so much longer than I thought. It might not be. We might be able to get it around 80K like I had originally planned. I think it's gonna land around 80-85K. Hey guys, I have great news. So I haven't really added anything to the manuscript. I may have written like 100 words. It's now 1:30. I've been sitting here for hours eating some fruit, and I've been outlining and brainstorming and just like trying to figure this all out in my head, and I'm so freaking pumped. Okay, so I was stuck in chapter 26. I wrote like less than 1,000 words into chapter 26. And so after I figured out overall everything that was going to happen, I went and individually outlined a bunch of chapters. So now I'm outlined through chapter 33. The only reason why I stopped at 33 is like the moment before the big climax of the book. So then everything after that, I think I'm gonna be able to write just like quickly as I go, because I have alternating point of views. I'm anticipating every chapter after that to be short, because we're gonna be like switching off back and forth between the two point of views, so that'll add a lot of chapters. So I'm thinking we're probably gonna end around like 40 chapters, which is what I think the first book had. So that is pretty on par. So yeah, I have the next 8 chapters outlined. I have until the end outlined, basically, and I'm so relieved because this whole chunk of the book, like I've been saying, I had no idea what was going to happen, and now I know exactly what's going to happen. This is like the most detailed any of my outlines so far have been, and I'm ready to go, and I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited that I'm excited about writing this again. I hit a slump in there, but now we're good. Now we're good to go. I'm so excited. Oh my god. I just want to tell you everything I just figured out. I just want to tell you everything and spoil this book because I'm like very pleased with myself and how I figured out how to make this work, and now I'm excited to write it. So yeah, that was like 4 hours of work today, and I haven't written anything. I've set myself up for this week for sure, but hopefully for longer than that. But hopefully I'm not gonna get stuck again, knock on wood. So yeah, 8 chapters, and I'm expecting a lot of these to be pretty long. This is gonna take me to at least 60k, if not 70k. And then we'll have like the whole ending and everything. So I do think this is gonna end around 80k. So everything's good. It's like 1:30. I'm actually also currently filming a reading vlog. So I might do some writing sprints, but I think I might wanna take a break, try to finish the book that I'm reading for that reading vlog, and then I'll come back to this and write some more for this tonight. I feel like I hit a wall with this last week and I really lost my enthusiasm for it, so I'm really glad that this week I'm re-energized and we're ready to go. So it's now a little after 5. We broke out the wine and I just finished writing chapter 26. So that means I've written 1,836 words for the day, so I'm definitely on track. That's more than my minimum word count. But now that I have this whole outline and I'm like excited about writing all of these scenes, I might keep going pretty much this until the end. It's all gonna be fun to write. Like I'm excited to write all of it. But I am gonna take a break to hop over to that book I'm reading. I really wanna finish it. I'm like 80% in. I have like 50 pages left. So we'll probably finish that and then just kind of write on and off for the rest of the night. I'm not gonna like push myself and do writing sprints or anything. I'm just having fun with it and enjoying writing right now. I was literally just wondering, where are my cats? Max loves the doormat, and Dean's new favorite place to lay is between the couch and the ottoman, and he likes to lay there when I'm sitting there, so then when I stand up to get up I almost always step on him. Anyway, I've been sitting at the kitchen table. It's currently 6:30. I don't remember when I last updated you. I have since finished the book that I was reading, so now it's all about the writing. And since today is Easter, I feel like I should like treat myself and get some candy or something out here while I write. I have this wine, which is like the sweetest wine I've ever tasted, so it kind of counts. Yeah, I'm doing writing sprints. I'm watching a writing sprint live with Courtney from the Courtney Project. I think I talked about her in my previous vlog. This is after the fact. She streamed this last night. And we just did our first sprint, which was like 22 minutes, and I ended up getting 955 words in that sprint. So I'm pretty pumped about that. We're in the middle of chapter 27. This chapter is so intense. I'm having so much fun writing it. And that means so far for the day, I've written about 2,800 words. So that definitely made up for me not writing anything yesterday. Our current word count is 52,812 and it's only 6:30. I'm feeling good. I'm loving writing this part of the book. I'm having so much fun again. It feels like it did when I first started writing this book and I was like all excited about everything I had to write. My hair is like a mess right now. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going and see how much more I can get done. I don't really have a goal for tonight. I passed my goal. So now I'm just gonna write until it's not fun anymore. So I just added another 500 words or so. So now my total for today is 3,400, which is awesome. I just finished chapter 27. I'm super excited to move on to 28. I'm starting to lose my daylight because it's getting later, but it's only 7 o'clock. So we're gonna get our refill and keep moving. It's getting so dark. It's now 8 o'clock. We just did like over a 30-minute sprint. I am killing it. I think I wrote like 1,300 words in that sprint. It was so good. It was so good. I've now written 4,700 words for the day. So our total word count is 54,717. And I'm still just like feeling good and I'm having so much fun. And it's only 8 o'clock and I'm gonna like be super lame and stay up till like midnight tonight with my wine and my cats just writing all night. But I'm happy. It's a good night. Also, it was really freaking cute. I got it on my Instagram stories. I wish I would have gotten it in this vlog. But the cats were hanging down here. Max just went that way, but Dean's still here. Max was giving Dean a bath and it was so cute. I wonder if you'll be able to see it well if I show you my Instagram story. Look at them! How cute are they? So that's a plug. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, it's at Katesbookdate. Basically, all I use Instagram for is my stories where I post really cute pictures of my cats. So I'm gonna get back to writing because I'm in the middle of chapter 28. and I've barely like skimmed the surface of this chapter. I think it's gonna be really long, and I'm having a very fun time writing it. Okay, it's really late, so I'm gonna get ready for bed, and the cats are annoyed with me because it is past their bedtime. So our final word count for today, I ended up writing, this is my best writing day I've had since starting this project. I wrote 6,179 words. So our word count for the end of today is 56,196 words. Like, look at my graph. This is today. Woohoo! So now I only have to write 1,300 words per day to stay on track. I carved off 200 words a day just from today. I just came to the end of chapter 28. I didn't rush the ending. I realized that I was writing a couple of repetitive scenes, or I was going to write a couple of repetitive scenes, so I kind of just like skipped over that and then wrote the ending, thinking I might like rearrange this and combine a couple of the scenes to avoid that repetition. But anyway, I finished chapter 28, so we'll start on chapter 29 tomorrow. We're already at 56,000 words on a Sunday, and the end goal for this week is 60K. Good stuff. And Max is so excited. She can't help herself but destroy everything. I'm really happy with that. 6,000 words is the most I've written in a day in a long time. That's not the most I've written in a day ever, and now I'm kind of like trying to figure out exactly what the most I've ever written in a single day is, and I kind of want to top my personal best. I feel like my best is like somewhere closer to like 7,000. I don't think I've ever written 10,000 in a day. I think by the end of this month, before I hit the end of this project, I want to try and do a 10,000 word day. I just want to see if I can do it. Hello everybody, happy Monday. It is almost 12 o'clock and it's a very snowy morning. This morning I got a really good workout in, and I've been editing videos. I edited yesterday's clips for this vlog, and oh my gosh, 12 minutes for one day. Am I insane? So I haven't written anything today. I haven't worked on the book, but I'm about to sit down and get started on that. I feel like I got into some really good momentum yesterday, so we'll see if that happens again today or if I just do my 1,500 words and leave. So we'll see how today goes. Absolutely no one can convince me that I don't have the most adorable cats in the world. Look at her. Hi. Yeah. Dean's sleeping. Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up? So yeah, not that much writing has happened today. I think I've written a little over 1,000 words, so I'm gonna jump back in and keep working on that. I think part of the problem is I have two different point of view characters, and I definitely like one of them more, or I just enjoy writing one of them more, and I enjoy that storyline typically more. And that's something I really have to focus on when I'm like editing and stuff, is I don't want that to be clear that I have a preference. But now we're gonna go jump back to the character that I like. So I'm excited. It's not that I don't like the other one either. I think one of them is just easier for me to write. This is why I don't sit at my desk in the morning, but it's also doing it at my kitchen table, so I have nowhere to go. I forgot to update you with my final word count for yesterday. Not that it's going to matter considering what I'm about to do. I ended up writing 1,477 words yesterday, which is great. My daily word count goal is now 1,300 because I had such a good writing day on Sunday. But I'm basically changing everything that I wrote yesterday, or the majority of what I wrote yesterday, because I'm having a little bit of trouble with balancing my two different point of view characters, just because this has happened to me just like one or two other times in this whole series, just like certain sections of these books where it's easier, not even where I have more content for one storyline than the other, and it's like alternating point of views obviously, so I'm not focusing too much on if like the chapters are shorter than each other or anything, but if I like have 3 different chapters that I need for one character and no chapter for the other character to put between those, that's a problem. So I wrote a scene from one character's point of view yesterday, and I'm thinking I'm actually gonna switch it over to my other point of view character because they're both in the scene. She doesn't have a chapter right now. So we're gonna try that and see if that helps. So I already have like the bones of the chapter. I just need to completely rewrite it from someone else's point of view now. I'm also changing the order, so one of the chapters that I wrote, like, I'm not gonna throw it away, but I'm gonna put it aside because it's gonna happen later and I need to write what's gonna happen first now, if that makes sense. I'm not looking forward to this. I feel like this is really gonna slow my momentum because I'm like reading and tweaking. It's more like a revision thing than like a drafting thing, but I'm not gonna be able to move on until I get this straight in my head. So this is gonna be the project for this morning. So Max has decided no writing will be happening this morning. Absolutely not. She's not gonna put up with that. I know. I know. Much more important. Hello! I've gone over to doing some writing sprints. I'm watching an old one from like April 4th with the Courtney Project and Brooke, and I've made some good progress. I've completely rewritten the chapter that I did have from the other point of view, and now I'm adding on to it. So I'm not gonna update on word count for a while because I don't really know. It's just like kind of weird. And I got a little distracted and I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw something. I've been on YouTube for like 4 years, and I've had the Twitter as long as that I've had the booktube, because I made the Twitter when I made my booktube. And maybe I just like hadn't paid attention, maybe it's happened before, maybe I just like didn't follow the right people, but I've never like seen myself as the subject of a subtweet, and I just saw like a ton of subtweets about me and I was like, oh, which is fine. Like, I'm not upset about it or whatever. Like, the only thing that bothers me is I feel like something that I said in a previous vlog, like I feel like I didn't communicate what I meant well enough, and so people misunderstood and now they're talking about that. So it is what it is, and I feel like me trying to explain what I actually meant isn't going to help. It's just gonna hurt more, so I think I'm just gonna shut up on the matter. It's just really frustrating to see something that you said taken out of context and also just like misinterpreted. And like I said, I think that's on me. I think I just said it in a way that people took it away that I didn't mean it, and so then having people like speculate and talk about me as if I meant it that way, it's just really frustrating because I'm like, that's not what I was talking about. That's not what I meant. On a different note, I realized I ended that clip really abruptly. I got some more writing done. I've written 1,346 words now, which, considering I had to rewrite a chapter, I'm really happy with that. But like what I was saying earlier, I really don't want this to cause any more problems. I really don't want anyone to feel singled out or anything like that. That was never my intention. On a different note, just if you guys like know how Twitter works, because I've had it forever, but I don't use it very well. Do you know how to change a setting to what is visible on your timeline? Because this whole exchange that I saw on my timeline was between people that I don't follow and I wasn't tagged. And so I don't know why it showed up on my timeline. I want people to feel like they can say whatever they want to say and like have these conversations. I just don't want to see it, you know? Like I don't want to see people talking about me. If there's a way to change my Twitter settings so I don't see things from people that I'm not following or I'm not tagged in, let me know. I feel like I'm like eavesdropping on a conversation. I'm like, why am I seeing this? Okay, so I think I'm gonna call it for now and I'm gonna take a break. I might come back to this later tonight, but I'm gonna go work out. Maybe like getting my blood moving will help me. I'm just like, I cannot get into a good rhythm right now. With that said though, like I'm over my word count goal for the day, so it's fine. I've written 1,615 words today. And I think the reason why I'm pushing myself is because when you hear what word count I'm at 59,288 words. Like I'm so close to 60,000, so now I'm just like, well, we should just keep going for the day. So yeah, it's like 2:30 right now. I'm gonna go work out. Maybe I'll come back to this tonight when it's a reasonable enough time to break out the wine. But even if that's all that I get done for today, I'm very happy with that. Okay, so we're gonna do our final update for today. It's 6 o'clock and I made a lot of progress today, so I feel comfortable stopping now, and I'm also just so tired. I had like the hardest workout I've had in a really long time today. Like it was awesome. I felt great while I was doing it. But now my whole body hurts and I'm like ready to go to bed. It's like 6 o'clock. Did you want to say hi? So today I wrote 2,619 words, which brings our word count to 60,292 words, which was my goal for the end of the week, and it's only Tuesday. I just made it to the end of chapter 31 and I outlined through chapter 33, so I think maybe tomorrow I'll hit the end of my outline. I think I could probably write both of those chapters tomorrow, so we'll see. We're getting close to the end. And so we don't leave Max out. I don't know why she likes to lay on her back like this, but I think it's so funny. It's just the most comfortable way to be. Hello everybody, happy Wednesday. It's early in the morning. I've got my coffee. I just jumped straight into writing this morning. I feel like this always happens when I'm writing. When I get to the end of the book, both of my cats are right here meowing. Yes? When I get to the end of a book, I just like start getting into a ton of momentum and I just want to like finish it really fast. So I haven't written that much this morning, only 750 words so far, but I'm planning to pretty much be writing all day. Hello. I moved my desk over here to get away from the light at my window, but I actually kind of like it here. So I've written 1,700 words so far today. We're now at 62,000 words and I've gotten to chapter 33. And so 33, I didn't really outline. Like I have some notes on like kind of what's gonna happen, but I need to figure out specifics. And then we're getting to the climax of the book where everything's going down. So many things have occurred to me of like things that I know I didn't set up for. And I'm already going through all of the things I'm gonna have to revise, but I'm trying to like block that out for now. But I really don't think I can jump in and keep writing until I figure out exactly what's gonna happen. So I think I'm gonna take a pause and spend some more time working on my outline, but I'm excited. We're so close to the end of this book. So yeah, we're just gonna hang out and try to figure out the logistics of this ending. I hate myself, but I love myself for what I just figured out. Ah! I wish I would have outlined this as a series, but like there's no way I would have known this is what was gonna happen. So I just figured something out that just like, it works, it's so good, but like I'm gonna have to go change the first book for this too. Not much. I actually don't think it'll be much to change, but it is something that has to be introduced in the first book for this to work out well. And I'm just like, I haven't even finished writing this one and I'm already getting overwhelmed with the idea of like doing all of these revisions, which is how I felt when I was finishing the first book too, and then it ended up not being that bad. That's the only thing that's like bringing me comfort right now. Is like you always think it's gonna be more work than it actually is. So yeah, I just figured out a thing and I'm happy about it. I'm now at 62,455 words, so I've written 2,163 today. I still haven't finished the outline of specific things to come, but I figured like a big picture thing out. Like it's both frustrating and exciting getting to the end because I feel like I already did like all I could to set up for this. I thought I was totally prepared, and then as I get closer to the end, like one more thing gets added, then one more thing gets added. It just gets so much more complicated and so many more layers to it. Things that I hadn't anticipated and hadn't set up for. Every time I think, okay, I've got it now, something else gets added onto it. I pulled up the notes on my computer. I'm like, okay, you're gonna have to do this and this and this and this, so I don't lose track of all of these little things that I'm gonna have to fix. Not even fix, I just need to add little hints in there, you know? And then I have to think back to like all of the things that I've said in the first book or earlier in this book that might contradict that, and like, oh my god. It went from like going so smoothly to I hit this moment and now it just got so much more complicated. So I need to do a lot of thinking and a lot of planning, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna write the ending the way I want to and not worry about if I set up for everything, because I know that I didn't, and we can worry about the rest of it in revisions. Who said that quote? Was it Neil Gaiman, who was like, the whole purpose of writing a second draft is to make it look like you knew what you were doing the first time. So the good news is I've already made a ton of progress today. We've already written over 2,000 words. So I think I'm gonna do a lot more work today, but it might just be a lot of sitting here and planning and not actually getting any words on the page. Okay, so I've been sitting here for a long time. I've written 3,662 words, so our word count for today so far is 63,954. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff figured out. Not everything, we're still working on it, but I need to get up and move around. I've been sitting here forever. So I think I'm gonna go do some laundry, get a workout in, that kind of stuff. Maybe we'll circle back to this tonight, but I am teaching tonight, so we'll see. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. I have had an excellent morning. I hope you guys are doing well. So I got up early, I had some work stuff to take care of, I got a great workout in, I just got out of the shower, I got a little bit of writing done this morning, and I just did some more right now. It's only 11 and I've already written 1,181 words. So we're currently sitting at 65,135. I'm having so much fun writing these chapters because I've had this, I don't know, I feel like my climaxes I'll plan out, but then as I'm writing them, they just change as I write. And so I'm having fun with that. Nothing major changes, just like I always come up with things like, oh, how could we make this worse? And it just kind of like evolves as I write it. So the plan is to work on this mostly today. I'm gonna set aside some time to work on editing for my client, but that's about it. It's snowing again today, so we'll see. I'm so close to the end. I just want to finish this draft so badly. So we've relocated to the couch. It's like 5:30. You know what time it is. I was sitting here with my cats. I don't know where either of them went. We've been watching the 100. I watched this forever ago. I feel like it came out in like 2014 or something, right? I was still in high school and I can't remember where I left off. I feel like I watched maybe the first 2 or 3 seasons or something. I know there's a lot more than that now, and I liked it. I just didn't stay up with it, especially like going back and forth from college and stuff. I just like didn't stay caught up with any shows. Anyway, my parents watch this show and they really like it, and everyone else that I know who watches it says like it's so good with the later seasons, but I like didn't remember anything about it or where I left off, so I'm rewatching it to get caught up. That's my point. But I have been writing a little bit more, so I just made it to the end of chapter 36, and my poor characters, I'm so mean to them. I'm like, what is the absolute worst thing that could happen to this character? Let's do that. But I'm having fun with it. So now I've written 2,452 words for today. So our word count clocks in at 66,406. We still got a ways to go. I might write some more. I'm probably gonna switch off between watching this and writing and stuff and just hanging out here tonight. We're at 66,000. We started this week at 50,000. That's nuts. I've already written 16,000 words in 5 days. I don't know what's going on. And now Dean has returned. Hi, handsome. What do you think? Oh, he just wants to play with my camera. Hello. It's now 8:30 and I'm standing here. I've been using my counter like a standing desk, trying to outline the last couple of chapters of this climax. And I hate writing the climax of a book, which I think that's an unpopular opinion. If you're a writer, let me know. The like final battle, like the most exciting part of a book to read, to me is the worst part of a book to write, just because I think it's hard, because I as a reader am hard to please with this kind of thing, and so like I find it difficult to make it good. So basically I'm trying to like choreograph how all of this is going to work, and I keep coming up with ideas of like how to make the situation worse, which will be very frustrating for the reader but very satisfying for me. So I'm basically just like brainstorming in my outlining document, being like, well, what if we do this, or what if we do this? And I'm trying to figure out, am I willing to kill off some of these characters? Who can die, who can't die? How many open-ended things do we want at the end of this book? How many unresolved things do we want to leave? You know, all of the stuff. And this could go one of many ways, and I'm trying to decide which way I want to go. And I've come up with some things that I like, but I'm still kind of going back and forth, so it's hard to write anymore because I've hit that point in the book where it's like, either I'm gonna start killing people or not. Yeah, I left off, I just finished chapter 36, and basically we're at the crunch time. So I think I'm gonna keep brainstorming all of these ideas and just like list them out, and then I'll look at it again after I've had a good night's sleep and consider which is my best option. And what will more likely than not happen is I will write it several ways and then have to decide which way I like it more, or have my fabulous beta readers read a couple of different endings and see which one they like more. Yeah, I'm a little bit stuck, which is funny. If you saw my vlog for writing the first book in the series, which if you haven't, by the way, I'll link it down below. I vlogged myself, not like this where I did like weeklies, I just did like one clip every single day as I wrote the rough draft. And if you watch the end of that vlog, when I got to the end of the book, I got very stuck and very like second guessing myself on how I was gonna end it, and I find endings very, very difficult. The ending of the first one arguably was easier because I could leave off in a cliffhanger because there was a sequel. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to figure out, and we need to figure out how many people I'm okay with killing. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. This is an interesting look. I don't know why my body insists on waking up at the same time every morning, even if I don't need to be awake at that time. It's not as bad as it used to be because I haven't been teaching early in the mornings anymore. So I'm not waking up at like 4:45 anymore, but still at 6:30 every morning, just wide awake. So I'm just gonna get started on some work stuff. I'm actually gonna set a timer on my Force app. I think I'm gonna start with 30 minutes today. We're gonna do 30 minutes, and I'm just going to be focusing on my client's manuscript this morning. I'm not gonna let myself write anything for myself until I make a good chunk into this. Hello. Oh my god. It's now 10:30. I did like an hour of work on my client's project, and then I jumped over to mine, and I haven't written anything today at all. I've been outlining all morning, and I want to punch myself in the face. You know how I was saying, oh, I don't think this book is gonna be that much longer than the first one. It's fine, we'll probably wrap around 40 chapters. I just finished outlining to the end of the book. And guess how many chapters there are? 49. Even if they're short chapters, that's still at least like 1,000 to 2,000 words per chapter. An extra 10 chapters is going to be at least an extra 10 to 20,000 words. And I set up for the third book. So, oh my god. I was thinking, honestly, I might be able to finish this draft within the next couple of days, because I thought maybe I had like 10,000 words left. And I was like, yeah, if I get a lot done today, Saturday and Sunday, I could probably knock this out in 3 days. There's no freaking way now. This is gonna take me at least another week, if not longer. Why did I do this? I really like what I figured out. Like I was saying earlier, I hate writing endings, and the endings are the hardest part for me in any story, and this is my favorite ending I've ever come up with, even though I haven't written it yet. 49 freaking chapters. Actually, I have the physical copy of the first book that I was editing here. How many did we have in here? Oh my god, the first one was only 36? What? I must have cut a lot out when I was doing this draft. The rough draft was longer than that. 36 to 49. In the draft, we're currently on 37. So we have 12 more chapters to write. The only thing I'm not sure of, I'm sure of like all of the events leading up to it. It's just like the very last chapter, like how I want to end it, I'm not entirely sure. So that can wait I'll write everything leading up to it and figure it out once I get there, but this book is turning into a monster. And the real problem is I thought I was going to end this at, yeah, chapter 40. I thought it was going to be a clean ending there, and then as I was going to bed last night and I was laying there, something occurred to me. I was like, but what if that happened instead? What if instead of letting that chapter be like the successful ending, we get like another twist and things continue to go wrong and it keeps going for another 10 chapters? I guess if worse comes to worse, if I really decide I don't want to, you know, drag it out to 49 chapters, I could go back to my original ending in chapter 40, but like what I figured out is really good. It's just gonna make the book so long. Okay, so here's the plan. Here's what we're not gonna do. We are not going to sit here all day working on this because I can't afford to do that. I actually made a to-do list for myself last night, which is something that I used to do every day and I haven't done in a while, just to remind myself of all of the other things I have to get done so I don't get too swept up in writing. We're gonna do some writing sprints, and after each sprint I'm gonna get up and do something else until I finish everything on my to-do list, and I'm gonna make just some reasonable goals. For now, my only goal is to finish chapter 37, one chapter at a time. I think 37 is going to be pretty short, and I think 38 is going to be pretty short, so I think it's totally reasonable to want to finish chapters 37 and 38 today. Okay, so I just wrote 1,027 words. My daily word count to hit 80K in time is now down to 967 words per day. I'm going back and forth. I can't decide if I want to end the chapter here and then have it continue on in the next one for this character, or if I want to put it all in one chapter. So for now, the chapter's done, but I might end up moving some things around. Anyway, it's a little after 12. I've been sitting here for a really long time, so I'm gonna get up and accomplish some more things on my to-do list, and then we'll start chapter 38. So, have I worn like a different sweatshirt in every clip so far today? Yes. I don't know why I keep changing, but I got some good stuff done earlier, just like stuff that I needed to get done around the house, and I just finished writing another, I haven't been doing sprints, but just like another spurt. So now I've written 2,316 words today. It's actually really nice because these chapters are relatively short. They've been like 4 or 5 pages long because this is like in the thick of the action and I'm switching between each POV character as things are happening in different places. So it's easier to be like, have a goal of like, I want to finish this chapter, and it's only 4 or 5 pages. So it's going well. We just finished 38. We're gonna move on to 39. That's 2 chapters done today. That was my goal, which is great. Our current word count is 68,722. We're almost to 70K. I think 39 is gonna be a really short chapter. And then 40 was the one where I thought I was gonna end things, and then things take a turn. So I'm like, I'm so glad I'm alone and I'm not like writing in public like I usually do. Like I'll go like sit in a coffee shop or something, because this has been so like intense and stuff that I'm like freaking out while I'm writing it. I'm like talking to myself and like saying things out loud while I'm writing it, but it's going well. I also got some book mail today. I know this isn't a reading vlog, but I just got these 3 books in the mail. I got Her Pretty Face by Robin Harding. This is our book club pick for this month, so I'm gonna start this as soon as I finish the book that I'm currently reading. And then I got a couple of books from Book of the Month. I'm an affiliate. I think you guys know the gist by now. I'll have my link down below if you want. And so I had 2 credits, so I got 2 books. I got Recursion by Blake Crouch. I read this last year and I loved it, but I didn't own a copy of it, so I figured I have a credit, I might as well just use it to get this. And then I got The Guest List by Lucy Foley. This is an adult thriller and I have seen raving reviews for this, so I'm really stoked about that. Maybe that'll be our book club pick for next month. I'll put it, I run my book club on Patreon, if you didn't know, so I'll run a poll over there to see what everybody wants to read, but I hope they vote on this one because I want to read this one. So yeah, it's 1:45. I got another new freelance client today, so I definitely want to focus on that for a little while, and I haven't gotten my workout in yet, so maybe I'll do that to give me a break just to get up and moving. It's now almost 4 o'clock. I've been working on stuff for my freelance clients basically since the last update, and I've like given myself a headache. I need a break. I need a break that does not require any brain power at all. Good morning, happy Saturday. I just got out of the shower. I say this every time, but the freelance editing, it's really feast or famine, and I don't understand why it's always within like a 24-hour period that I'll have like a ton of people contact me. Like, is it because it's like right after the middle of the month that everyone just get paid? Like, why does this always happen at the same time? Anyway, I've had like 5 people in the last 24 hours asking about my freelance services, so I've been trying to see if I can schedule them all to fit them in because I already had some people lined up right now. So I'm happy to have the work, but it's also just been a little hectic. So we're starting in chapter 39 today. I've written a paragraph so far. 81 words, and we're at 68,903, so I definitely think we're gonna hit 70K today, which is pretty awesome. That means I wrote 20,000 words this week. That's twice as much as I wanted to write. That's nuts! I actually think I'm gonna end the vlog here though, because I have so much to do today, and if I can just get this edited and up, that's one less thing for me to worry about. So thanks so much for hanging out with me this week. I'm assuming next week's writing vlog will be the final one for this draft. I thought this one was gonna be the final one, and it would have been had things gone according to plan. So I'll see you next week, and hopefully we can finish the book next week. Yeah, all the usual stuff. If you're new here, maybe subscribe. I'll have links down below in the description if you want to come follow me elsewhere. You can pre-order my book, which is coming out in June. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, all of the usual stuff, and I will just see you guys in my next video very, very soon. Bye.
So hit me. So hit me. So hit me. First a confession. With you I feel a connection. With